he was with me, begging forgiveness, telling me to take a moment, and he would see it, and we were meant to be together.
This is one of the most outrageous things I have heard in a long, long time, in a case that has been filled with...
Wendy Williams has launched a powerful legal counterattack against her ex-husband's former partner, Sharina Hudson, insisting that every dollar of the massive alimony payments be returned. Shockingly, the court is siding with Wendy, leaving Sharina on the brink of financial collapse and desperately seeking relief. This explosive courtroom twist is turning the entire situation upside down. Previous decisions are now being labeled as completely wrong. The woman who once enjoyed luxury financed by Wendy is suddenly facing the harsh reality of losing it all. This is far more than a simple legal filing. It's a dramatic moment of accountability, and the consequences are about to spiral in a big way.
And I sacrificed a lot of myself to come out successful on the other side.
Let's take a step back to where this whole situation began. After Wendy Williams' explosive divorce from Kevin Hunter in 2019, sparked by his long-running and very public affair with Sharina Hudson, the court ordered Wendy to pay Kevin a massive $250,000 every month in alimony. Kevin had allegedly been involved with Sharina for nearly 15 years while still married, and that affair eventually became impossible to hide. But now comes the shocking turn. Wendy's attorneys are claiming those hefty payments were never truly for Kevin at all. According to insiders, the money was being rerouted straight to Sharina to maintain her lifestyle and support the child she reportedly shares with Kevin. And with a judge recently ruling that the original alimony deal was fundamentally flawed, Wendy is now demanding every penny be returned. The fallout is harsh. Sharina Hudson, who allegedly welcomed a daughter with Kevin while he was still married to Wendy, is now staring down a financial disaster. Sources say the luxury spending spree is over. The money is gone. Expensive homes, designer wardrobes, and a high-end lifestyle built on Wendy's income have all crumbled. Court filings suggest Sharina's accounts are empty, her assets sold off, and her situation worsening by the day. As for Kevin Hunter, he has seemingly vanished from Sharina's world. Insiders claim he's cut ties with her completely and may be attempting to reconnect with Wendy to save himself from his own looming financial trouble. The real question now is, why is he suddenly retreating? And what does he know that hasn't come out yet?
I mean, I take accountability for my actions, for what's obvious out there. Obviously,
this legal battle didn't appear out of the blue. Wendy Williams has been fighting for years, not only against Kevin but also against a system she insists has tried to keep her confined. Last year, she was controversially declared cognitively impaired and placed under guardianship, a decision she strongly opposed. Wendy has described it as a luxury prison, alleging it was a scheme to control her finances and even claimed her own family played a role in restricting her freedom. Now, with her mental capacity back under scrutiny and a judge finally taking notice, Wendy is making her move. And this fight isn't just about money, it's about reclaiming control. The financial stakes are staggering. Wendy had been paying Kevin $250,000 per month, totaling $3 million annually, while Sharina reportedly benefited from those funds. But after Wendy's health issues and mounting legal challenges intensified, the payments abruptly stopped in February 2022. Kevin, suddenly facing a cash crunch, filed a lawsuit demanding the payments be reinstated, claiming he couldn't cover his expenses. The court didn't accept his excuses. Filings revealed he was buried in debt, behind on his mortgage, car payments, and credit cards. One lawsuit from UBS Bank alone sought over $20,000 in unpaid charges. And that's just the beginning. Kevin's Florida home, previously shared with Sharina, has now hit the market for $1.2 million. A fire sale, insiders say, to manage his growing legal costs.
It happened, the banks froze everything up. Yeah. He was not in a position to pay $10,000 a month on a part.
But things get even more explosive. While Kevin played the victim, Wendy's legal team was digging, and what they uncovered could completely change the game. Sources close to the case say Kevin didn't just funnel alimony to Sharina. He allegedly used Wendy's money to support a lavish double life. Luxury cars, high-end properties, and even a business empire reportedly ran off her funds. One standout example, a rare 2005 Ford GT valued at $140,000 was allegedly sold to a company that handles loans against high-value assets. Court filings from his homeowners association show thousands in unpaid fees as well. The pattern is unmistakable. Kevin lived in luxury, but the moment Wendy stopped payments, his world began to unravel. Now, with Wendy's lawsuit gaining traction, Kevin appears to be singing a very different tune. Insiders confirm he has reached out, apologizing and even offering to testify against Sharina in exchange for staying in Wendy's good graces. But Wendy isn't interested in reconciliation. Her focus is justice, uncovering every detail of how her money was misused. Legal experts note that if Wendy's team can prove collusion between Kevin and Sharina, Sharina could be liable for millions she no longer possesses. Kevin's sudden change of heart, however, raises questions. Is he truly remorseful, or simply trying to negotiate before Wendy drops the bombshell evidence? The timing certainly seems suspicious. Just last month, Wendy made a triumphant return to New York Fashion Week, front row at Laquan Smith's show, exuding the confidence and style she's always been known for. Photographers captured her in designer ensembles, a far cry from the years when she was hospitalized, her career in jeopardy, and her future uncertain. Wendy has never been one to stay down. With her legal team gaining momentum, she's not just fighting for money, she's fighting to protect her legacy. The system that once declared her incapable of managing her own affairs is now backing her claims. The judge's ruling isn't simply a win, it's a validation. But the broader story remains. Wendy's guardianship saga has been a tabloid spectacle, full of alleged exploitation, family betrayals, and a court system critics say failed her. Her niece, Alex Finney, has been outspoken about the flaws in the system. Wendy herself has described her current living situation as a dump, surrounded by elderly residents in a facility she never wanted. Yet despite everything, she remains sharp, calculating, and, most importantly, unbroken. Now, with this lawsuit, Wendy is taking control. If she can prove that Kevin and Sharina schemed to siphon off her fortune, it won't just be a legal win. It would be a full-circle moment for a woman whose career has been built on exposing cheaters and liars. There's another critical layer here. Sharina Hudson, who once seemed untouchable, is now the most vulnerable part of this chain. Sources claim she's panicking, reaching out to old contacts for help, and even considering a tell-all to protect herself. But she faces a catch-22. Speak out, and she risks implicating Kevin. Stay silent, and she faces financial ruin. Either way, Wendy comes out on top. And if history is any guide, when Wendy wins, she ensures the whole world witnesses it.
I want to let people know that we still only human.
So, what's next for Kevin? The man who once had control over Wendy's career, finances, and even her personal life is now the one on the defensive. His legal troubles are mounting, assets are disappearing, and insiders say his former mistress is furious that he left her to handle the fallout alone. Sources report he's been quietly meeting with lawyers, but no one knows what his next move will be. Will he throw Sharina under the bus to protect himself, or attempt a deal with Wendy, offering secrets in exchange for a reprieve? One thing is clear: Kevin Hunter's carefree, high-rolling lifestyle is over. The real question is whether he falls alone, or drags Sharina down with him. Here's the twist. While Wendy's legal team is chasing the money, the bigger story might be what this case exposes about Kevin's role in her struggles. This is the man who stood by her for decades, allegedly controlling her finances, her show, and even her public image. With Wendy's guardianship still under scrutiny, whispers suggest Kevin's influence may have been deeper than anyone imagined. Was he merely a cheating spouse, or part of a larger scheme to dominate Wendy's empire? And now, with his sudden apologies, what is he worried Wendy might reveal next? The courtroom drama is only intensifying. Wendy's team has hinted at explosive evidence that could change everything. And if history is any guide, Wendy won't hold anything back.
In a court proceeding that has nothing to do with Wendy's career. Moreover, that were made in front of Wendy Williams. If true, that is outrageous because this judge, one, she's not in the entertainment industry, so I don't know where she would get off opining about that and why that's even relevant to her role as a judge, who's basically the judge of the law, and in this case, judge.
We're talking about a woman who built her career exposing some of hip-hop's biggest names, never holding back and always speaking the unfiltered truth. If Wendy has evidence against Kevin and Sharina, she won't just present it in court, she'll make sure the world sees it too. In a fight this personal, with so much money and pride at stake, the gloves are off. But one question keeps coming up. Why now? Wendy has endured so much: health crises, career setbacks, a guardianship battle that nearly erased her from public view. So why choose this exact moment to strike? Is it solely about the money, or is there something deeper at play? Perhaps it's a final reckoning with the man who betrayed her, the system that tried to silence her, and the mistress who thought she had won. Whatever the reason, one thing is undeniable: Wendy Williams is back. And if history has taught us anything, it's that when Wendy fights, she doesn't just win, she dominates. The only question remaining is, who will go down with her?
Ordinate amount of people that took advantage of my absence, and her vulnerability at the time.
With the judge's latest decision turning everything upside down, a clearer picture is forming behind the scenes. Insiders insist Kevin Hunter distancing himself from Sharina isn't heartbreak, it's strategy. With Wendy's lawsuit threatening to expose years of financial manipulation, Kevin's sudden shift feels less like regret and more like self-preservation. For almost 20 years he was Wendy's partner, manager, and gatekeeper. But now, as legal pressure tightens, he's apparently trying to crawl back into Wendy's good graces, hoping it might save him. The question everyone's asking is, save him from what? But Sharina isn't backing down quietly. Insiders claim she has been reaching out to old connections, hinting at a potential tell-all that could expose Kevin's involvement in the financial fallout. Her dilemma is brutal. Speaking up could incriminate her, staying silent could ruin her completely. Kevin knows this, which is why many believe he's cutting ties before she can damage him. The guardianship situation complicates everything further. Wendy has described her living conditions as a luxury prison, and her family dynamics have only added to the tension. Some relatives want peace, others want justice. But Wendy, sharp, resilient, and determined, seems ready to reclaim her life piece by piece. As Kevin scrambles and Sharina spirals, one thing is clear. This story is nowhere near finished. More secrets may surface, and more lives could be pulled into the fallout. What do you think? Is Kevin truly sorry, or just fighting to save himself? And what move will Sharina make next? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss the next chapter of this unfolding drama.